Welcome, dear listener. Tonight we travel through clouds, myths, and timeless whispers into the world of gods and their hidden trials. The sky is alive. Lightning carries messages. On Olympus, gods walk with ease. Their presence is natural as the rising Sunday. This tale is not of battles. It is not of storms. It is a story of choices, wisdom, and a throne made of purest gold. On Mount Olympus, the day begins. The horizon blushes. Marble halls shimmer. The air is filled with music, laughter, and divine voices. But today is different. Today, something new will arrive. A throne forged in mystery, gleaming brighter than the sun itself. Zeus, the thunder-bearer, the king of the heavens, will face a question no lightning can answer. Does a throne make a ruler greater? Or does it test the heart that dares to sit upon it? So lean closer. Let the clouds part. The story is about to unfold. This is the tale of Zeus and the Golden Throne. Dawn rises over the highest peak in the world, and Olympus awakens. The horizon softens from deep violet into shades of rose and gold. The air is still, yet it carries the promise of voices soon to stir. The halls of Olympus, carved of marble whiter than snow, catch the first light. Each column glows as if the mountain itself were alive with fire. This place is more than stone. It is spirit, the eternal home of the gods. As the light spreads, sounds ripple across the mountain. Gentle laughter echoes like music from unseen courtyards. The footsteps of messengers cross shining floors. Doves scatter into the sky, wings brushing against the clouds. One by one, the gods stir from their chambers. Apollo strums his lyre, greeting the morning with melody. Artemis slips into the woods, her bow resting gently at her side. Hermes darts through corridors, quicksilver steps carrying secret words. Even Poseidon appears, his robe still touched with the salt of oceans. The rhythm of waves follows him, though his kingdom lies below. Yet Olympus draws him upward, where decisions shape all lives, and presiding over them all is Zeus. The king of the heavens sits upon his familiar throne. Thunder sleeps quietly in the folds of his robe. An eagle perches beside him, eyes sharp as lightning. Zeus gazes outward, across the endless sky. Below, the earth lies green and blue, villages sending their prayers upward. He listens in silence, hearing gratitude for harvests, hopes for rain, and fears of storms. In this hour, there is peace. No quarrel divides the council. No shadow threatens Olympus. It feels eternal, as though the mountain has never known strife. Yet peace often carries the whisper of change. And change begins in moments just like this, quiet, gentle, unnoticed. Hera enters the hall, her presence graceful, commanding. She greets Zeus with a faint smile, born of long companionship. Athena follows, her eyes already bright with questions of justice and wisdom. Together they join the morning's rhythm, voices blending like a celestial song. The council begins with simple exchange, not proclamations. They speak of winds across the seas, rivers swelling, constellations shifting. To mortals, these are grand mysteries. To gods, they are daily notes in the music of creation. Yet beneath harmony, a quiet anticipation stirs. Something new is on its way to Olympus. Something forged not by nature, but by vision and craft. The gods do not yet know, but peace will soon hold the weight of mystery. Far below, in hidden places of fire and forge, a marvel is created. A throne unlike any other, glowing with captured sunlight. Step by step, it will be carried upward into the hall of the gods. And when it arrives, even Zeus will be tested. But for now, the dawn holds steady. The gods laugh, speak, and listen. The sky brightens into day. Zeus breathes deeply of the morning air, unaware of the golden challenge. Near Olympus at dawn is radiant, eternal, waiting. The stage is set, though none yet see the curtain about to rise. The story of the Golden Throne has not begun, but its shadow already glimmers in the light. The morning on Olympus drifts forward with ease. Conversations among the gods rise and fall like waves of gentle music. Yet beneath the calm, something unseen is climbing the mountain. From hidden forges below the clouds, a creation begins its journey upward. It was born of fire, of patience, and artistry beyond any mortal hand. Hammer and flame gave it shape. Imagination gave it purpose. This is no ordinary seat. It is a throne vast, luminous, and entirely golden. Its surface gleams as though it holds the very first light of dawn. Every curve is deliberate, each line infused with mystery. The throne seems alive, whispering of majesty and choices yet to come. Step by step, it climbs, carried toward the halls of Olympus. Its arrival is neither loud nor hidden. The gods feel it before they see it. A warmth spreads through the mountain, as if Olympus breathes deeper. Hermes halts mid-stride, his eyes widening at the glow in the corridors. Apollo sets down his lyre, the strings falling silent in reverence. Even Hera looks up, her composure touched with awe. The great doors open, and the golden throne is revealed. Its brilliance floods the hall, scattering light upon marble floors. No jewel can rival its glow. No star could shine more purely. The gods gather in silence. The throne itself seems to command stillness. It is beauty made solid, power made visible, a question cast in gold. Zeus rises from his ancient throne, his gaze fixed on the newcomer. The eagle at his side shifts its wings, sensing change in the air. "Who has fashioned this?" Hera asks, her voice steady, touched with wonder. No answer comes, for its origin is cloaked in mystery. Athena steps closer, her eyes sharp, searching. "This is no simple craft," she murmurs. "It carries intent, not just gold." Zeus approaches slowly. The golden surface shimmers as if welcoming him. Reflections of fire, sky, and sea ripple across its frame. He brushes the arm of the throne, and warmth greets him. It is not the warmth of metal, but of something deeper, alive. The throne feels aware, waiting, patient, almost breathing. Around him, the gods hold their silence, caught between wonder and doubt. Zeus lowers himself onto the seat, and the hall brightens instantly. The air hums with energy, echoing through every stone of Olympus. The throne holds him firmly, as though it always belonged to him. For a heartbeat, all is wonder. Images flood, his mind storms over seas, fields bursting with life, mortals lifting their hopes. The throne does not give more power, but greater awareness. Yet beneath its radiance lies weight, the weight of expectation. A voice, felt but not spoken, whispers, asterisk, "What will you do with what you hold?" Asterisk. The throne is not a prison, but a mirror of choice. It reflects not only the ruler, but the heart of the one who sits. Hera's gaze lingers, steady, unreadable. Athena studies Zeus, seeing thought where others might expect triumph. The gods murmur softly, their words drifting like leaves in wind. For the first time that day, the council feels uncertain. The golden throne has arrived, and with it, a mystery too vast to solve. Zeus remains seated, his gaze steady, his thoughts turned inward. The dawn that began in peace now unfolds into questions. Laughter still fills the air, but beneath it lies silence, heavy and waiting. The golden throne has appeared, and with it, the story truly begins. The morning on Olympus drifts forward with ease. Conversations among the gods rise and fall like waves of gentle music. Yet beneath the calm, something unseen is climbing the mountain. From hidden forges below the clouds, a creation begins its journey upward. It was born of fire, of patience, and artistry beyond any mortal hand. Hammer and flame gave it shape. Imagination gave it purpose. This is no ordinary seat. It is a throne, vast, luminous, and entirely golden. Its surface gleams as though it holds the very first light of dawn. Every curve is deliberate, each line infused with mystery. The throne seems alive, whispering of majesty and choices yet to come. Step by step, it climbs, carried toward the halls of Olympus. Its arrival is neither loud nor hidden. The gods feel it before they see it. A warmth spreads through the mountain, as if Olympus breathes deeper. Hermes halts mid-stride, his eyes widening at the glow in the corridors. Apollo sets down his lyre, the strings falling silent in reverence. Even Hera looks up, her composure touched with awe. The great doors open, and the golden throne is revealed. Its brilliance floods the hall, scattering light upon marble floors. No jewel can rival its glow. No star could shine more purely. The gods gather in silence. The throne itself seems to command stillness. It is beauty made solid, power made visible, a question cast in gold. Zeus rises from his ancient throne, his gaze fixed on the newcomer. The eagle at his side shifts its wings, sensing change in the air. "Who has fashioned this?" Hera asks, her voice steady, touched with wonder. No answer comes, for its origin is cloaked in mystery. Athena steps closer, her eyes sharp, searching. "This is no simple craft," she murmurs. "It carries intent, not just gold." Zeus approaches slowly. The golden surface shimmers as if welcoming him. Reflections of fire, sky, and sea ripple across its frame. He brushes the arm of the throne, and warmth greets him. It is not the warmth of metal, but of something deeper, alive. The throne feels aware, waiting, patient, almost breathing. Around him, the gods hold their silence, caught between wonder and doubt. Zeus lowers himself onto the seat, and the hall brightens instantly. The air hums with energy, echoing through every stone of Olympus. The throne holds him firmly, as though it always belonged to him. For a heartbeat, all is wonder. Images flood his mind, storms over seas, fields bursting with life, mortals lifting their hopes. The throne does not give more power, but greater awareness. Yet beneath its radiance lies weight, the weight of expectation. A voice, felt but not spoken, whispers, "Asterisk. What will you do with what you hold?" Asterisk. The throne is not a prison, but a mirror of choice. It reflects not only the ruler, but the heart of the one who sits. Hera's gaze lingers, steady, unreadable. Athena studies Zeus, seeing thought where others might expect triumph. The gods murmur softly, their words drifting like leaves in wind. For the first time that day, the council feels uncertain. The golden throne has arrived, and with it, a mystery too vast to solve. Zeus remains seated, his gaze steady, his thoughts turned inward. The dawn that began in peace now unfolds into questions. Laughter still fills the air, but beneath it lies silence, heavy and waiting. The golden throne has appeared, and with it, the story truly begins. The golden throne glows at the heart of Olympus, light spilling across the marble hall. Zeus remains seated in its hum, but the other gods stir restlessly. Voices rise and fall, uncertain, carrying both awe and unease. Hera keeps her gaze steady on Zeus, pride and worry mingling within her. She knows his hunger, his strength, and the dangers of fascination. Athena steps forward, calm yet cautious, eyes sharp on the throne. "This is no gift," she warns. "It is a test, or a chain in disguise." Apollo leans against a pillar, his lyre resting quietly in hand. "Perhaps it is a song," he muses, "a melody of light and shadow." Poseidon frowns, striking his trident on the marble with warning force. "Nothing comes without cost," he growls. "This throne is no ally, brother." Artemis tilts her head, voice clear as moonlight cutting through night. "See how it shines. Not all beauty hides danger," she says warily. Hermes circles the throne, eyes scanning its mysterious golden surface. "No craftsman I know could shape this," he whispers, "and that is dangerous." The hall fills with voices, swirling opinions clashing like gathering clouds. Zeus listens quietly, the throne's hum steady beneath his hands. Hestia steps forward, voice warm, soft, yet carrying calm authority. "Perhaps it reflects," she says, showing rulers what lies within themselves. The gods fall silent, thoughtful, yet still restless in their hearts. Zeus finally lifts his gaze, sweeping the assembly with steady eyes. "You do not feel what I feel," he says with quiet weight. "This throne grants no power, it shows me power differently." He leans forward, voice touched with something new, almost tender. "It draws me nearer to mortals. Their prayers, their hopes, I feel them." The hall stills. Never before had Zeus spoken so openly of mortals. Hera's eyes soften, but her words remain calm and steady. "If it humbles you, it may be worthy. But fascination blinds kings." Athena nods slowly, wisdom resting in her measured tone. "Every gift is a test. Look not at what it gives, but what it asks." Zeus leans back, golden glow wrapping him in steady radiance. The throne hums deeper, like breath shared with the mountain itself. The gods stand in silence, each lost in private thought. Will the throne change Zeus, or will it change Olympus itself? Hermes breaks the quiet, his grin sharp, words half playful. "If it is a test, let us see how long he sits." Uneasy laughter ripples through the hall, thin and fragile as glass. Yet beneath it lies tension, unspoken, heavy, impossible to ignore. The golden throne has come, and with it, change has arrived. No storm yet breaks, but the sky trembles with what may unfold. The throne glows brightly, yet a shadow stirs like a drifting cloud across the Sunday. The gods stand in silence, but silence does not mean peace. Questions move in their hearts, whispers louder than thunder. Hermes feels it first, pacing, fingers tapping with restless thought. "The throne has no maker," he says, "and no loyalty. Who dares send it?" The words ripple, touching doubts the others dared not speak. Poseidon grips his trident, his voice sharp as the seas crash. "Nothing arrives without purpose. If we don't know who sends it, we cannot trust it." Athena's mind turns, weighing the unseen. Then her voice steadies. "Doubt is wisdom. Its secrets may test us more than its glow." Hera studies Zeus, still seated, the throne holding him in wonder. "Even kings falter," she whispers, "when offered beauty without reason." Doubt spreads like mist, curling into every thought of the gods. Apollo lowers his gaze, his lyre silent, his words soft. Beauty without source is dangerous. A song without singer unravels. Artemis frowns, her hunter's instincts sharp with suspicion. In the forest, a gift waits only as bait. Who left this? The chamber echoes with one thought, a gift without a giver. Even Hestia feels the chill, her eyes steady on the hearth fire. All flames begin with a spark. Without its spark, will this fire burn us? Zeus listens, the throne warm and patient beneath him. Even he feels the weight of their words pressing on his heart. For the first time, doubt creeps into his own thoughts, not of the throne's glow, but of the unseen hand behind it. The whisper thickens, coiling through Olympus, unsettling the marble halls. Yet doubt is not only shadow, it is also seed of caution. Each god resolves silently to watch, to wait, to guard. But whispers, once begun, are not so easily silenced. Zeus finally lifts his gaze, his voice calm, yet firm. "I hear your doubts," he says. "They are not without reason. This throne is mystery. But mystery need not be enemy. If it is a trial, I will meet it as king." The gods exchange uneasy glances, but no one challenges him. The whisper lingers, patient, coiled in corners of Olympus. The golden throne shines, but its glow hides a long shadow. Questions have entered the hall, and cannot be unspoken. The whisper of doubt has begun. The throne still glows, its hum steady, but Hera's eyes see deeper. She has watched Zeus longer than any, knowing his strengths and his flaws. Power never frightened her, but the allure of wonder does. She remembers storms he could not resist, temptations that led to sorrow. Now she fears this golden chair may be another such storm. At night, Hera lingers near, speaking softly while Olympus sleeps. "Zeus, my husband, listen," she whispers, her tone calm yet firm. "Every gift carries a shadow. Have you asked what this one hides?" Zeus turns his gaze, steady, but touched by quiet weariness. "Hera, it does not feel like a trap," he says, voice low. "It feels like a bridge. It brings me closer to mortal hearts." Hera listens, but worry knots within her. Heavy and unshaken, bridges can carry armies as easily as prayers, she warns. Do not mistake comfort for safety. A throne is never harmless. Zeus sighs, fingers brushing the golden armrest like a familiar friend. "Your caution is wise, but my heart feels drawn. I cannot deny it." Her eyes soften, yet her resolve holds strong as mountain stone. "Then let me be your balance," she says. "When you lean, I steady." Zeus nods, touched by her words, though the throne still calls him. In her heart, Hera makes a vow, silent and fierce. If this gift hides danger, she will face it before it touches him. She will guard Olympus, and even Zeus, from what gleams too brightly. The throne hums, unaware, glowing as if it listens too. And Hera watches, her concern not fading, but sharpening into purpose. The throne glows each day, its hum steady, as though Olympus itself breathes through it. Athena watches more closely than the others, her sharp eyes never at rest. She sees what they do, not Zeus lingers longer on the throne. His voice carries new tones, distant, touched with a strange gentleness. His gaze drifts beyond Olympus, as though hearing voices unseen. The gods grow used to the glow, but Athena feels only unease. At twilight she steps forward, her voice calm, her purpose clear. "Father, wisdom demands we question what charms us most," she begins. "This throne came without giver, without cost. All gifts bear cost." Murmurs stir among the gods, unease rippling through the marble hall. Zeus studies her with steady eyes. "You believe it dangerous?" Athena moves closer, her tone sharper, her gaze fixed on the throne. "Not only dangerous, uncertain. And uncertainty is its own battlefield. You say it draws you nearer to mortals. But whose will is this?" Her words fall heavy, and silence spreads like a shroud. Even Hera feels her own hidden fears stirred into flame. Zeus answers softly, "It grants me vision. I hear their prayers more clearly." Athena bows her head, but her voice cuts like steel. Vision misled is worse than blindness. What if you hear false voices? The gods grow still, their hearts weighed with unspoken fear. Athena lifts her chin, her tone commanding, sure as a drawn blade. "This is not test of strength, but of wisdom. Show restraint. Sit upon it, but let it not sit within you. Hold it, but let it not hold your heart." Her words echo, and even the throne hums low, as if listening. Hera's hand rests on Zeus's shoulder, steady, silent, full of meaning. Zeus breathes out, heavy as thunder leaving the sky. "You are wise, Athena. Perhaps wiser than I in this." He rises slowly, the golden glow dimming as he stands tall. The gods breathe easier, the weight in the air lifting slightly. Athena steps back, her eyes calm, but her mind unyielding. The mystery remains. The throne waits, its promise unbroken. Athena resolves. If storm comes, wisdom will be her shield. The throne hums softly, neither comfort nor threat, only a promise. The throne's golden hum grew familiar, steady as a heartbeat through Olympus. Some felt comfort in it, but unease lingered like shadow beneath its glow. Among the gods, Apollo felt its echo most deeply. He, god of light, music, and prophecy, could not ignore the sound. When he listened, he heard not silence, but fragments of a hidden song. At first, it was faint, a whisper threading into his dreams. Visions followed fields darkening, mortals reaching upward, gods at a crossroads. One evening, with the sky aflame at dusk, Apollo stepped forth. The gods gathered in the hall, their voices restless, eyes on Zeus. Apollo's hand rested on his lyre, though no note was played. "I must speak," he said, his voice clear and sure. "This throne sings to me, and its song is warning." Hermes tilted his head, half skeptical, half intrigued. A warning? Or only dreams clothed in gold? Apollo's eyes burned with certainty. No dream. This is vision. It is a chord across time, revealing what may be, not what must. Zeus leaned forward, his voice low. "And what do you see?" Apollo spoke softly, prophecy lacing his every word. "I see light dimming, mortals praying with both faith and fear. I see gods divided, some drawn to the throne, others resisting it. A choice lies ahead, and the throne is its center." The hall fell silent. Even the throne seemed to listen. Apollo's voice sharpened. "It is mirror. It blinds as easily as it reveals." Zeus rose, tall and shadowed, his tone steady but grave. "Then it is test of sight, showing desire, showing fear, both dangerous." Athena nodded, her wisdom cool as steel. "Prophecy warns, not binds. What matters is choice, not vision." Hera's gaze lingered on Zeus, her words quiet but sharp. "And your choice, husband, will shape Olympus itself." Apollo lowered his eyes, his lyre trembling under his touch. "The song is unfinished, the melody waits. But know this, the throne will not end us. Only we can do that." The gods shifted uneasily, truth weighing heavy in their hearts. Zeus raised a hand, silencing whispers before they grew louder. "We will not abandon it, nor will we bow to it. We will watch, test, and above all, hold to one another." The gods bowed their heads, unspoken agreement flowing between them. Apollo listened once more, the melody still incomplete, waiting. It was not an ending, but a beginning. The throne glowed on, humming softly, a promise yet to be fulfilled. The days after Apollo's vision felt uneasy across Olympus. The throne still glowed, steady as before, yet its presence seemed heavier. Some gods felt drawn toward it. Others turned away in quiet fear. Zeus summoned the council, calling all gods to the great hall. The throne sat at the center, silent, a guest none could ignore. Zeus began, his tone firm, his gaze sharp as storm clouds. "Apollo warns us. This throne tempts, mirrors, and tests us all. What we decide now will shape the fate of Olympus." Athena rose, calm and certain, wisdom in her voice. "We must study it. To destroy it may destroy part of ourselves. Patience, not haste, is our way forward." Hermes leaned lazily against a pillar, his smile sly. "Or we could ignore it, let it hum, harmless and idle. Why stir storms when seas are calm enough to sail?" Some gods nodded, tempted by his lightness. Others frowned deeply. Hera's voice cut in, soft but commanding, leaving no space. "Ignoring is no answer. Already, it whispers into our dreams. And what of mortals? They will sense it soon as well." Poseidon rose, his trident gleaming, his tone vast as waves. "The throne is power. Power without guard is always danger. Someone must watch it, with authority and strength." Whispers spread like fire. Arguments rose with every breath. Some cried for Zeus to claim it. Others demanded shared watch. Apollo stood, quiet yet glowing with unspoken vision. "It is not guard. We need it as guard against ourselves. The throne tempts us with desire. Alone, we will break." Ares laughed, restless and bold, his voice sharp with fire. "Then end this. Zeus is king. Let him sit the throne, face the test, and let Olympus stand or fall with him." The hall erupted, voices colliding, bonds fraying into suspicion. Zeus sat in silence, his jaw tight, his eyes shadowed. He let the gods spill their desires until they tired. When quiet came, it felt heavy, not peaceful at all. Zeus rose, his tone low, steady, and unyielding. "You divide because you fear. You argue because you desire. But hear me, I will not take this throne, nor will you, not until its truth is revealed to us all." Athena bowed her head, wisdom guiding her words. "Then what path lies ahead?" she asked calmly. Zeus looked at them, his gaze both stern and pleading. "We will not abandon it. We will not crown it. We will watch, test, and hold to each other above all." Some gods agreed. Others turned away, doubt in their hearts. The council ended fractured, silence hiding deeper division. The throne glowed on, patient, untouched, waiting like time itself. Outside, mortals prayed, blind to the storm above. Olympus stood on edge, and the throne waited still. While Olympus quarreled, the mortal world carried on. Fields were sown, rivers flowed, hearths burned bright. Yet the throne's glow slipped downward, subtle as starlight. It crept into dreams, soft but unshakable. Farmers woke trembling, hands warm with golden visions. Sailors swore they heard music in the waves. Priests felt prayers answered with strange, lingering warmth. At first, these whispers were brushed aside, but word spread from village to city, city to kingdom. Kings claimed a new age of shared divine power. Others warned it was temptation, a dangerous lure. Poets sang of golden light and endless promise. Prophets whispered of storms and shadows to come. The people divided, just as the gods had. Some prayed harder, offering sacrifices in hope. Others turned away, fearing divine quarrels would spill down. At Delphi, Apollo's priests felt the change most strongly. Visions sharpened, trances deepened, voices burned with fire. "A golden heart beats above," cried one priestess. "It waits, it watches, it will test us all." Her words spread, stirring both hope and unease. What chance had mortals, tested like the gods? On Olympus, Zeus listened to mortal prayers below. He heard longings he had not planted or stirred. The throne's glow was weaving through mortal hearts. Hera stood beside him, her gaze sharp as steel. "You see, even mortals feel it. This is not ours alone." Zeus sighed, heavy with burden. "The trial grows larger now. Our choices shape not only Olympus but the world." In temples, mortals carved golden thrones on walls. Markets and homes bore chairs of gold and ritual. Some sought favor by sitting in dream thrones. Others feared such images invited wrath from above. In a square, a poet raised his voice. "If gods divide, then we must unite," he cried. "The throne is mirror, not gift or curse. It shows what lives within our own hearts." Some praised his courage, others mocked his arrogance, but his words spread, whispered across borders. Mortals, too, began taking sides in the unseen quarrel. Faith grew stronger, but fear grew alongside it. Unity flickered, division deepened in equal measure. The throne's glow reached farther than gods foresaw. Not only Olympus stood at the crossroads now, the mortal world walked beside it, step by step. And still the throne hummed, patient and unchanging. Neither gift nor curse, but something greater, waiting. In Olympus, whispers lingered long after the council ended. The golden throne glowed in silence, patient and unyielding. None dared sit, yet all felt its weight pressing down. Hera carried that weight heavier than any other. To her, the throne was no mystery but a threat. It unraveled unity, thread by fragile thread, before her eyes. As she walked the marble halls, her mind turned, not just to Zeus, unsettled and uncertain, but to all of Olympus, fractured, restless, divided. Even mortals below were caught in its glow. Dreams, prayers, and fears spread like wildfire. Hera whispered to herself, steady and clear, "If Zeus will not act, then I must." One evening, she gathered the goddesses close. Athena with wisdom, Demeter with strength, Hestia with fire, and Aphrodite, radiant as the rising dawn. They met in Hera's chamber, heavy with urgency. "The throne divides us," Hera spoke firmly. "Gods argue, mortals stir. Zeus waits in silence. Waiting will not hold Olympus together." Athena nodded, eyes sharp and knowing. "You speak truth, Hera. Yet caution has reason. The throne is no simple power to dismiss." Hera's voice did not waver. "Then let us act where others falter. We know bonds, family, home. We will bind Olympus." Demeter's voice rumbled low, like fertile earth. "Mortals already feel its pull in their fields. If it grows, famine of spirit will spread." Hestia placed her hands, steady as hearth fire. "Doubt at the door weakens every home. If mortals lose faith, even their fires dim." Aphrodite added, gentle but certain, "Love bends when fear rules hearts. Already I feel longing twisting in shadows." Hera rose tall, presence filling the chamber. "Then we will stand together, bound in unity. Where the throne blinds, we will see clearly." Athena allowed the faintest smile, A council within the council. Wisdom in that. The goddesses swore their vow, not to seize, not to destroy, but to balance, to bind one another so no golden hum unraveled. Soon whispers shifted in Olympus, not of quarrel, but of Hera's quiet gatherings. Voices rose in harmony, not in strife. Their unity steadied the trembling halls. Zeus noticed, as Hera knew he would. One night, he found her watching the throne. "You gather allies," he said slowly. "I gather family," Hera answered firmly. "You wait, but time does not. Mortals stir. Our kin divide. We need strength." Zeus studied her with storm-bright eyes. "And you think you are that strength?" Hera met his gaze, unwavering. "I know I am." Zeus turned toward the throne's glow. "Perhaps you are right," he admitted, "but tread carefully. The throne listens." Hera's resolve burned brighter than his warning. If Zeus faltered, she would hold the line, not with thunder, but with loyalty unbroken. She began to weave unity, quiet and steady. The throne glowed on, watching in silence. Perhaps, deep within its heart, it knew. A new strength was rising, not power, but resolve. High above the world, the clouds over Olympus grew still. The golden throne glowed brighter than ever before. Its hum was no longer a whisper, but a song. The gods gathered, drawn by a pull none could resist. Zeus arrived first, storms heavy on his brow. Hera stood beside him, calm and resolute. Athena, Apollo, Poseidon, Demeter, and the rest followed. The throne shone like dawn, demanding attention from all. Not a prize, not a lure, it wanted a choice. Athena spoke, her voice steady. "The throne is no crown but a mirror. It shows not desire but who we truly are." Apollo raised his hand, light spilling into the air. "I saw balance, not a king in my vision. The throne was meant for all, not one." Zeus frowned, lightning stirring in his chest. For ages, Olympus had stood by his rule. Yet this glow was greater than any thunderbolt. Hera's voice was firm, cutting through silence. "Let us face it together, not as rivals, but kin." The throne pulsed, its song filling the hall. It demanded unity, not conquest. Athena pressed her hand to the throne first. Apollo followed, light meeting gold. Poseidon added his sea-born strength. Demeter's warmth, Artemis's wild grace, Hestia's steady flame, Hermes' speed, Ares' fire, all joined in turn. At last, Zeus stood before it. Every gaze turned, waiting for his choice. Hera whispered, steady and clear, "Not to claim, but to join us." For a heartbeat, Zeus hesitated. Pride urged him to stand apart. But he heard mortals' prayers, fragile and true. He felt Hera's presence, the hum of the throne, and he placed his hand upon it. Golden light blazed brighter than the Sunday. Warmth flooded Olympus, weaving god to god. The throne sang, not warning, but chorus. It bound their strengths, united as one. Mortals below felt it in their hearts. Farmers paused, sailors steadied, priests cried aloud. The glow blessed not with rule, but with connection. When the light faded, the throne was changed. No longer a solitary seat, but a shared symbol. Its glow softened, eternal, gentle, guiding. Zeus turned to Hera, storms quiet in his eyes. "You were right," he said softly. Hera smiled, with peace, not triumph. "We were right," she answered. Athena's voice rang clear and bright. "Let this be our covenant, our bond, not one above all, but all together." The golden throne remained, not as prize, but as symbol of unity and choice. It hummed softly, waiting, patient, eternal. The trial was not power, but resolve. And together, the gods had passed,